Kevin, get on back in here. Let's do this thing here, and then we're gonna all go upstairs and party.
Well, it's about time.
So now we have Rockton Grove in the house now. What we want to do here, and I want to give some bones to Music Munch and to Kevin here, and you guys can explain why you're excited about working with Music Munch and what you guys are hoping to do within the next year.
That's if they're excited about working.
Well, if not, then I guess maybe we'll see a middle finger or two here. But
okay.
let's start with our new guest here.
Cool.
Rockton Grove.
Yeah, this is Wilson with Rockton Grove. We're excited to work with Music Munch because we have been kind of working at it on our own for the past 4 years, and we're looking for some help. But yeah, and also working with a team. I think one of the cool things, even that I noticed with this show, is like, hey, we got a Wednesday night show, but with all these people working hard together, you get a lot more work done than if you're just doing it on your own. So,
and how did you guys come into contact with him, and what was it that led you to a point where you felt you needed some representation?
Yeah, well, over the past year, we've kind of been looking for management of some kind or just looking into it. But actually, I just saw something in Music Buzz that was on Music Munch, and then just shot Kevin an email, and he got back.
Well, hey, I like that.
Yeah,
we'll take that compliment any day.
Yeah,
right on. Tell us a little bit about Rockton Grove, man.
Yeah, so Rockton Grove is kind of an eclectic mix, to say the least. But we're 7 friends who met in college at CU and kind of formed the band afterwards. And because of that, just no vision, just except, hey, let's jam together. And then we kind of took it beyond that and started working on the sound and writing sounds. And so we have violin, saxophone, drums, bass, banjo, electric guitar, harmonica at times, and then also the centerpiece is just 3-part to 4-part harmonies at the same time. So it's kind of grown a lot over the past 4 years, but that's where it started at.
Okay. And how would you say that Rockton Grove fits into a lot of the Boulder stereotypes of?
Oh yeah, we've all lived there for 8 years, man.
Yeah,
we're like embodying Boulder.
You look like
yeah, as much as I would want to try to be anything else, I couldn't do it at this point. Okay, well, we all shop at dispensaries. No, I don't know. I think, everyone, likes to hike and stuff like that and kind of likes the city, but I think everyone's pretty happy living out a little ways from the city, kind of in nature a little bit. The sound itself probably sounds a little bolder, maybe.
Well, we'll find out.
We'll find out, yeah.
All right, so how about Adrian and Michael? What are you guys doing in the next year? What's Music Munch going to push you towards?
Well, the first thing that comes to mind is a showcase for the Rocky Mountain Association of Fairs and Festivals, which we are going to go up and do in Montana in November. And whose idea that was, I'm not really sure why they hold that there, but
not my fault.
I know it's definitely not your fault, but I'm not sure who planned. So we're going to, I think, Great Falls, Montana,
yes,
in November.
Yes.
Yeah, tiny little town to go do a 20-minute showcase.
Are you going to try and arrange some shows on the way up and back? Do a little.
Oh, I haven't even thought that far ahead. That would be a good idea.
Some gas money.
I was actually thinking of flying in and flying out.
Oh, okay.
Because that's a long drive in the winter too.
And the key with that thing for that showcase is that there are 8 states and 2 Canadian provinces, and all of their talent buyers and event coordinators that are present at that event. That's why it's such an important event.
Oh, okay.
So then what you do is you go there and showcase, and hopefully end up booking a lot of gigs for the summer of 2015. So you go into the year knowing what your summer's going to look like.
Nice. That's awesome.
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah. So that's a huge door that we hope is going to open through Music Munch. And then also Kevin's connections in the mountain towns, Vail, Steamboat, Aspen, Breckenridge? I can't remember.
Not yet.
The Belly Up in Aspen. So we are just waiting for the right opening slot to go play, in front of some hopefully national act at the Belly Up.
Cool.
So yeah, he's helping us get outside the Denver area a little bit, which is exactly what we need at this point.
Right.
We can only play so many shows.
Yeah, no, I hear you. How about Hornbuckle over here in the corner?
Can you please repeat the question, please?
What are you doing in the next year? What's Hornbuckle what's Music Munch gonna push you
I
towards?
think first I'm going to submit my resume to Rockland Grove because I'd like to make a life out of hiking, dispensaries, in Boulder.
We're so Boulder.
So I think that we're already connected, through Kevin. Question again? What am I doing in the next year?
There you go.
Oh boy. Sometimes it takes me like 5 minutes to come up with a healthy thought. And I don't know what I'm doing in the next year. I just know what I'm doing right now and through the summer. Chances are I'll be back in LA for a few months.
Okay.
Which is how I could establish contact with Kevin originally. And the thing that was attractive to me was after becoming so burnt out after some years and jaded with industry people and the dog-eat-dog cutthroat type mentality, that I just wasn't willing to or cut out, to play in. Kevin seemed to jive with me over the email, then phone, and seemed to have just a little bit different perspective and take on things, which I liked. So, plus, he gave me a ride here today.
And he wants to ride home.
And he bought me this place called Fuzzy's by my house, man. It's freaking amazing.
Fuzzy's Tacos?
Yeah.
I've been in there.
So, I mean, between those two
That's
things,
a good
If I
name
had
for a
only
taco
known
place.
that's all it took, I would have dispatched 3 pork tacos, and that would have been the end of that.
I'm kind of a whore. Kind of a whore. Like I pretended like set these high standards, but in reality, all I want is a taco and a ride.
There you go.
Nice. Hey, the honest word from an honest man. All right, we're gonna switch it over to the far end of the room. These 2 lovely ladies over here. Tell us what else you guys are up to, and tell us what you're working with Kevin.
So he helped us get this Raw show tomorrow night, which is going to be really fun. We're excited about that. We're headed down to the Durango Songwriting Conference in October.
I lived in Durango for a long time.
Yeah, we're really excited about that. He's helped us, just start meeting people and gigging new places, and he also knows what he's doing, and I have no clue. I'm like the singer-songwriter. I like to sit in my room and be all dramatic and write songs and everything, and when it comes down to having any clue what I'm doing, I'm clueless. So, Kevin helps us through all of my inabilities when it comes to business.
All right. Cool. And Kevin, is there anything that Music Munch that you would like to see the company do that you might not have been able to get to yet?
Yeah, actually, since kind of heading the thing up the beginning of the year, we've been kind of morphing and adding additional services so that Music Munch artists can have access to a professional PR firm, a publicist, have access to a publisher who can help with licensing with commercials and TV and film, and finding the right one takes some time, but you got to have somebody that is thought of well for emerging indie music, right? And so because that's who these organizations, whether it's film or TV or commercials, that's who they come to. They want indie acts, and so we have somebody that'll be joining us as a partner, not as a part of Music Munch, but as a partner, who offers all those kinds of opportunities, as well as testing new markets to see who's going to spin your music and maybe help you plan out tours based on who's spinning your music and some of those kinds of things. So continuing to add value-added services instead of people having to Google and just shoot blindly to find somebody, they can actually have somebody they trust that they can seek advice from. Even if they don't use their services, they can at least seek advice from.
Cool.
So value-added kind of stuff.
Right on. And where can an artist find more about Music Munch and get in contact with you if they're so inclined?
musicmunch.com.
All right. There you have it, straight from the horse's mouth, ladies and gentlemen. We are going to get these rock stars upstairs and get them ready to go. We're going to feed them full of booze and drugs, and then we're all going to be up there. So, you've been listening to Music Munch crew here on Music Buzz Live Radio. We will see you upstairs at Herman's shortly. We'll be back. CT and I are going to cold call Lola Black here in about 10 minutes on World Viral TV.